China's central bank on Tuesday announced a 3-year program for small business support beginning this year. The central bank first started an online receivables financing platform for small businesses in 2013. By March this year, a total of $233 billion of financing was made by the platform. The figure made up 35% of the financing of small and micro-sized businesses. As part of the new 3-year program, training courses and intensified policy support for financing will be provided. China sees small enterprises as key for job creation. China has integrated Guangxi-Zhuang Autonomous Region and its 14 prefecture-level cities into the National Health Insurance Inter-Province System. This allows patients insured in other provinces can receive medical treatment in Guangxi and be immediately reimbursed. China Report has the story.
80-year-old retiree Zhang Zhenbei lives with his children in Nanning, capital city of Guangxi-Zhuang Autonomous Region. Before he retired here, he worked at a state-owned enterprise in Hainan province. Earlier this month, Zhang underwent a cataract surgery in the first affiliated hospital of Guangxi Medical University. But because his health insurance was bought in Hainan, getting reimbursements was difficult.
I bought health insurance in Hainan and received medical service in Guangxi. What did I do in the past? I received hospitalization here and paid with my own money. After that, I gathered all the paperwork and got reimbursed when I returned to Hainan. It was so tiring, and I consider myself too old to go through all these complicated procedures.
But now that China's national health insurance inter-province settlement system has spread to Guangxi province, Zhang's health insurance can be reimbursed right here in Nanning.
My burden was released, and I don't have to travel the long distance. I just hand in my medical insurance card, and I don't have to worry about how much I should pay for the service. It was really convenient.
In March, Guangxi completed a trial period of exchange with Shandong, Anhui, Jiangsu, Zhejiang, Heilongjiang provinces and Xinjiang Uyghur Autonomous Region. Now, 65 medical institutions in Guangxi have joined the national system.
The most convenient thing is that people don't have to travel long distances to go through all the procedures. An insured person just needs to pay his share, and the rest, which can be covered by the insurance, is left to the settlement system.
Guangxi Social Security Bureau will work on the inter-province system at county-level hospitals later this year. This will mean people from other provinces who receive medical service in Guangxi will access better reimbursement services by the end of 2017.
China and Nigeria have discussed strategies for improving agricultural cooperation. The China-Nigeria Agricultural Modernization Cooperation Forum 2017 was held on Tuesday, promoting discussion on ways China can help Nigeria to improve its agricultural economy. Chinese ambassador in Nigeria, Zhou Pingjian, said China is ready to share experience in agricultural development with its close partner.
As a strategic partner of Nigeria, China stands ready to share its experience in agricultural development with Nigeria and provide financial and technical support to assist Nigeria achieve agricultural transformation and food security. We are willing to work with the Nigeria side to provide a more effective platform to mobilize more Chinese investment in Nigeria's green alternative.
The ambassador noted agricultural modernization is one of the 10 cooperation plans that China has been implementing with African countries since the 2015 Forum on China-African Cooperation Summit. An official from the Nigerian Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development said the country has benefited from its relations with China.
China's agricultural growth is impressive and offers lessons for African countries. China pulled over 400 million people out of poverty within 10 years. It did largely through transformation of its agricultural sector.
Agriculture currently accounts for 23% of Nigeria's GDP and provides jobs for 38% of its working population. The country is projected to become a net exporter of key agricultural products such as rice, cashew nuts, groundnuts, cassava, and vegetable oil by 2020. Between 2002 and 2014, China and Nigeria implemented 2 phases of a program outlined under China-Nigerian South-South Agricultural Cooperation. China has also provided many training opportunities to Nigerian agricultural officials and technical staff to help develop their skills. Thai Transport Minister praised China's Belt and Road Initiative on Tuesday, calling on Thailand to increase efforts on building high-speed railways between the two countries.
We have seen satisfactory results from our cooperation with China in building the Kunming-Bangkok Highway, and we need to cooperate more with China in connecting railways.
Returning from Beijing's Belt and Road Forum for International Cooperation, the minister said the government is focusing on the construction of roads and railway. The minister noted that Thailand has to do that as the country is situated right in the center of ASEAN and shares thousands of kilometers of borderline with neighboring countries. He added cooperation between China and Thailand would be a solid foundation for future transport construction in the ASEAN region. Now, more news from China. Up first, China said it hopes to improve and develop its relations with South Korea, with the country looking to make mutual gains under the Belt and Road Initiative.
The remarks were made by China's State Councilor Yang Jiechi when meeting with Park Byung-suk, the former Deputy Speaker of South Korea's National Assembly, who was in Beijing to attend the Belt and Road Forum. Yang said China puts emphasis on its ties with South Korea and hopes that the bilateral relations will be improved and developed from a new starting point. Park said the new South Korean government values relations with China, is willing to strengthen communication and contribute to the improvement of bilateral ties. China and Germany also agreed to deepen bilateral relations and cooperation. The agreement was made by Chinese Premier Li Keqiang and Germany's Minister of Economic Affairs, Brigitte Zypries. Li said Germany is one of China's most important European partners and that deepened bilateral relations is in the interests of the two countries and peoples. Zypries, who is in Beijing to attend the Belt and Road Forum, said German-China ties are steady and solid, and Germany is ready to move ahead with China in a variety of areas. Chinese police closed 168,000 cases of financial crime last year, recovering $5.2 billion. According to the Ministry of Public Security, the frequency of financial crime is still high in China. They found numerous kinds of crime, including illegal fundraising, pyramid selling, online peer-to-peer fraud, and counterfeit money. Credit card crime surged in China in 2016, with more than 63,000 cases filed last year, accounting for 1/3 of all financial crime. Last year also saw new methods of writing false value-added tax invoices and defrauding export tax rebates. The ministry pledges to continue to strike hard against financial crime and calls for the public to report any knowledge of financial crimes to public security authorities.
Hi, this is Little Chinese Channel, 小小中文, Lesson 8. In this lesson, we will be teaching you these 6 Chinese characters. From our last lesson, we learned the character 比. And if we put a 人 on top of it, this character is 轮. 轮 is logic sequence. These 2 characters contain 轮. If we turn it back into 比, and add a smaller version of B over there, it turns into 比. 比 means to compare. 比较 means to compare. B is the building block of these 3 characters. if we turn it back into B and put 3 strokes that look like this, it transforms into 北. 北 means north. 北方 means north. If we turn it back into B and add a horizontal line with a hook at the end, 2 dots, it is 它 means it. Next, we'll learn a new root character. What's this? L is a past tense marker. 吃了 means ate. 买了 means bought. If we take l and put a horizontal line under this stroke, it is 子 means child. 孩子 means child. Let's write. Long means logic sequence. Bi means to compare. Bei means north. Ta means it. L is past tense marker. Z means child. Bye-bye, the lesson is done.
专业的团队，丰厚的经验。
Welcome to Chicago. Welcome to the Lake Cook Law Group.
投资理财、法律咨询，芝加哥专业律师团队为您的梦想提供最安全的保障。
The Mid-Autumn Day is on the August 15th of the lunar calendar. The 15th of each month in the lunar calendar is the day of the full moon. Mid-Autumn Day falls during the autumn equinox. During this time, the days are especially bright and crisp, and the sky is very clear, which makes it the perfect time to appreciate the moon's beauty. The Chinese people, especially the poets, have a special emotion for the moon. The affections they hold may surpass those of any other nations in the world, forming a special moon sentiment. The sight of the moon can affect their emotions and arouse their hopes and dreams for the future. The full moon on the Mid-Autumn Day reminds people of their families and triggers their longing for family reunion. It is for sure a time for people to come home to see their parents and relatives. And those who cannot make it home would call to send their regards. During this full moon holiday, sacrificial offerings and moon gazing are essential customs. On the night of the Mid-Autumn Day, people will have fruits and moon cakes. The most round fruit is offered to the moon, while the rest is for the family to enjoy, as they appreciate the moon's beauty. Originally, the moon cake was used only for sacrificial offerings during the moon ceremony. Later, it gradually became a symbolic food of the moon festival. It resembles the full moon on the night of the Mid-Autumn Day, representing reunion. After the entire family offers a sacrificial slice to the moon, they cut the rest in slices to the number of members of the family, including those family members who did not make it to the gathering. The first slice of the moon cake must be given to the most elderly of the family. Like the other Chinese holidays, the Mid-Autumn Day has its own stories. Among them, Chang'e and the moon is the most well-known. There lived a beautiful goddess named Chang'e in a very beautiful but cold palace on the moon. In the palace, a jade hare accompanies her. And outside the palace, there was a sweet-scented osmanthus tree and a lumberjack called Wugang. If you look carefully at the moon on a mid-autumn night, you might see the shadows of the figures in the story. Besides sacrificial offerings and moon appreciation, different parts of China have different customs and activities for this festival. In the north, there is a toy called the Rabbit Master, which is popular among children. It is an adaptation of the jade hare on the moon. In the south, people hollow out the pomelo to make exquisite lanterns. They light candles inside to make a favorite mid-autumn season toy. In Guangdong and Hong Kong, people attend performances of mid-autumn dance, Fire Dragon. Incenses are lit and inserted along the fire dragon's body to symbolize longevity and to radiate brightness in the dark night. In Zhejiang, besides watching the moon on the Mid-Autumn Day, people also watch the annual natural spectacle caused by the gravity of the moon, Qiantang River Tide. For some minority groups in China, the Mid-Autumn Day is a time for the youth to flirt by singing songs to each other. "但愿人长久，千里共婵娟。但愿人长久，千里共婵娟。" Now, let's learn how to make a mooncake. First, we need to mix some syrup and flour. And then add a spoon of alkali. Then we put in some vegetable oil and slowly mix them well. After the dough is ready, form it into a long strip and then divide it into portions that are each 3 centimeters long. Then we cut this special flavor into small dices, and we can also add some dry fruits as the sweet stuffing. Pour some flour on the cutting board. Put those small portions of dough we have prepared on the cutting board and press them flat with your hands. Then we put the stuffing in the middle of the dough and make the dough into a ball. And then we put the dough with stuffing into the mold, pressing the mold flat with hands. Knock the mold slightly, and the dough in the shape of a moon will come out. And now it's ready to put in the oven to bake.
同心地产，芝加哥最大的华人中介团队，无论是家居或是商业地产，给你带来全方位的最佳服务。